Hello everyone. In today's video I was going to be continuing my Tears of the Kingdom playthrough series. Last episode we made it up to the Windstorm area, which is up in the Sky Islands, which now we're going to continue on with the adventure. This is basically the first dungeon we're going to be conquering in the series. I think this is like a bow or a shield or something like that. In order to fight the dungeon boss, we have to activate all the terminals, although we have to use the Rito Tulin's abilities. It's kind of like those multi-dungeons in older Zelda games. There's one over here, although the switch needs a lever. You just gotta use one of these icicles for it. Attach one of these on like that, and then pull the lever. Which then we're going to use Tulin's ability on this fan over here, wherever he is. He's just telling the player to use his ability on that. Which, as you can see, it activated. That's gear number 2 unlocked. The first one's unlocked by default, just so you all know. This one already has the handle, so all we have to do is pull it. Which I believe there's a construct in a chest over there. I'm actually gonna, after I finish, don't want my shield to burn. It has a flame emitter spear. The weapons don't do too much damage in this game, so the player's kind of forced to use their own ideas and fusing weapons. I can take his spear and defeat him. The Soldier 2 construct horns are cool because it's like an axe head. Opal. If you have this tier weapons, if you attack with that weapon, it'll create a bunch of splashes of water. Alright, now we're going to enter the site, the rooms below here, which you can kind of see them through the floor. There's an Aracuda and that cannon. By the way, that cannon actually attacks the players, so just be careful of that. So as you can see, we entered into here. It's a construct. We'll be fighting real easy. If you hit those lasers, I'm pretty sure it opens the floor beneath you. Strong construct bow. It's better than my current one. I'll save that for a fight, like one of the bosses. Speaking of boss fights, the boss fight for this dungeon actually does not require any weapons to fight, which I'll show you why later. We have a ruby. Let's see what happens if I activate this. Oh, there we go. It didn't activate for a second. That's fine because I can just come out here. Which, as you can see, is one of these jumping boats here for me. So that way if the player falls down here, they can get back up. Alrighty, we're back in the ship. Here they're going to want the player to use Tulin's ability, although it's kind of like Revali's Gale where it requires time to load. So now we're just waiting for it to load. Alrighty. The ice, if you climb on it, you'll start slipping, so it's kind of the situation of that. Here, it's locked, but now the player can come back to this room. Alright. There's a Captain Construct with a ruby, which I'm actually going to steal that from him. If he adds that to his weapon, he's going to turn it into like a fire rod, and it'll do a lot of damage to the players. As you can see, his weapon is like a fan and just blows players away. That's because he added a long slab to it, which, if anything, it just makes the weapon more annoying. This thing's really crazy. Finally defeated him. If you want to, you could get yourself one of those fan weapons, although it's not really that needed. Here we're gonna ascend. Which now we made it to this upper room. We're just gonna head this way. It's more of these slabs. We'll be utilizing them later. There's a chest here. I forgot what it had. Ooh, this weapon's actually pretty good. I think I'm gonna drop the one I have, or I'll drop the stone axe since I don't think I'll be needing it for a while. But this one does like 14 damage, so make that in one of your saved weapons for your saved weapon list. Alright. Now here, in order to get that open, we gotta make this gear turn, which we're gonna be utilizing these, so just bring 2 of these with you. 2 is all you need. I just realized they put one right there for the player. Oops. Which we're just adding them on like this. I'll probably guess what we're doing here, and that's using Tulin's wind ability to get the gear moving, which then will be allowed into here. Don't worry if he doesn't make it through, because he'll be able to, it can teleport back to the player. Okay, I got hit by that enemy. In this game, it's cool because the NPCs that fight alongside Link actually attack, and they don't just stand there. Rusty halberd. I don't really need that right now. Probably should have packed more food when coming into this. Here's the next one of these that we gotta activate. That's 3 out of 6 done. Which y'all will probably recognize this area at the start of the dungeon. I actually need to look at my map because it's been a while since I've done this. We gotta get to the bottom floors. Basically now we're going off onto this side over here. And we're looking for the opening, which this one's covered in ice. Luckily, if you have fire fruit, you can just get rid of some of those icicles and make your way in. Try to lead these away as quick as you can, because the player's gonna need these, and they don't need the keys, which is why I defeated him. If you run out of icicles, don't worry, because there's plenty more up there. Now you may be wondering, why did we create this right now? It's so we can grab this chest. Basically, you're just making a stick to reach it, which then we gotta pull it out. This can be used with any weapons. If you have a few spears in your inventory, you can recreate this and use it in different situations. Like if there's a chest floating in a river. Although, however, last time I did this, it didn't go so well, because I almost lost my weapons. We're just rewinding this one. Don't stand here for too long, you're going to want to go out, or else you'll get crushed by that, as you can see. I'm just going to throw this at him. Oh, that didn't work. Grab this shield. Oh, I can't. Let's see here. I'll use this one on him. The weapon he has currently will be good, so I'm going to try to make sure it doesn't catch fire with some of those torches that are here. I actually don't see one in this room. Sturdy wooden stick. I'll look for a weapon, an attachment for it on this blue bokoblin horn. Which, as you can see, we have a nice 12 damage weapon. I'll use the original one. Here, they're wanting the player to do the same thing as last time. Activate this. Pretty much we're using the same concept, how we got that chest in the other room with the icicles. Which, the good thing is, I can grab my arrows back. Basically, there's a turning platform, there's a non-turning one. We're going to put that... Oh, I did that wrong. And did it wrong again. Unglue that. Just got to put it in. Here we go. As you can see, it's making this gear turn, which will then let us get the other one. Alright, we got the next one. Two more to go. Alright. The next one's on the same floor, although we have to go high up for this next one. I'm gonna send through here. And here. Can't ascend any higher than this, although I probably can. If you see those lasers over there, that's pretty much where we're headed next. It's another one of these enemies. Alright. Sturdy long stick. It says it does 4 damage, although those only does like 3 or 2 damage, so don't worry about picking that up. This ice, if you break it, you'll pretty much find the next secret. Which now we gotta climb up here. I already forgot how I did this on my first time. Oh, I had to go up there. As you can see, we're going up this way. And opening the hatch. Literally. Some Arakuda enemies that notice me. I'm just gonna hop down. Here, try not to get hit by the lasers, just because, I think, actually I forgot what happened. I think it's because, you see this door right here? If you touch one of the lasers, this door will close and you'll have to go all the way to the top in order to activate it again. Alright, one more. Which you can get this chest down here. Oh, just don't do what I did and almost hit the fan. That would not have ended well. Ooh, another soldier blade, which does 14 damage. I'll get rid of the Zonite sword, just because it only does 6 damage. And also, I don't need to save onto any weapons for this boss fight. Now, at this point, if you get hit by one of the lasers, don't worry, because we already got the stuff down there. Here, you can see a light. That's pretty much where we're headed next. We're going to let the ore go higher, and we're going to basically be flying into there. If you miss, don't worry. We can always try again. Uh-oh. I need him to activate his ability. On the bright side, I'm still fine, but I'm back in the fan room. You only lose like 1 heart of damage. Let's try that again. It's been a while since I've done this dungeon. I haven't really done too many replays of this game than I have of regular Breath of the Wild. Although I really should. I think after this series I probably will. That cannon's aiming for me, as you can see. Just don't worry about it. Try to get up as high as you can. Which I missed the room, but I was able to get up. You can see the last terminal, but there's a construct guarding it. It'll be easy to deal with. I'm going to try to save his horn if I can. The Zonite shield. If I have anything to drop for it, I will. Because it actually has 11 defense. Well, the 11 on it means that it has, that's how much damage it can withstand. And he dropped the Zonite sword, which I don't really have anything I want to drop for it. Alright, time to activate the last terminal. Which, there we go. Now we gotta go to the main area and unlock the gate. As you can see, ascending through there helped us. There's some cutscene stuff that I'll be skipping right now. The hatch has been opened and the boss has been revealed. It was inside of that hatch the entire time, which this boss is Colgera, a giant flying creature. The thing is, however, the player does not need any weapons for this fight, and I'll show you what I mean. As you can see, it's opening up the ice right here, which literally the player just has to skydive through it, which makes it take damage. If you just wait for it to do it the entire time, it will take a while, but if you do it, you know, you could then defeat the boss without any weapons. However, since I do have my weapons on me, I'm gonna do the actual fight properly. Which here, we're gonna shoot this with fire fruit. My game lagged. And shoot it with an arrow. Which that didn't work. Let's see if I can shoot it again. I didn't have enough stamina. As you can see, we were able to hit him, but he hit me. He doesn't really do too much damage, so you don't have to worry. As you can see, he's down there, which there's some holes in him now, because we defeated most of him. If you're wondering about the boss fights being replayable, they actually are, but you have to go to a specific area in the game. When you're skydiving, you have to watch those spikes. If you start falling here, don't worry, because it's just the halfway when the boss gets stronger. We're just falling through that portal. Now the boss is given more wind. He'll blow tornadoes around the area. They're not too hard to deal with, although you can use Chulin's ability mainly to get out of the way. If you didn't bring any fire fruit with you, if you shoot it a few times with arrows, you'll be good to go. It just takes more hits with your arrow versus a fire one to destroy the ice. Alright, he's going in for his next attack, which I will be as well. Okay, pretty much right above him now. And run right through him. Which they give the player infinite updrafts for this boss fight. Oh, can't shoot him from this angle. If you have any, I don't know if I have any in my inventory. If you have any multi-shot bows, those will be helpful. Because then you can deal with the ice real easy. I'm going to shoot this one, shoot it again, and then shoot the last one. Some more cutscene stuff that I'll be skipping. Alright. As usual, the player gets a heart container, which is a certain amount of these needed to beat the game, but also for stamina as well. This will come in handy. There's a lot more cutscene stuff here that I'll just be skipping. As you can see, Rito Village is now no longer covered in ice, which all the Ritos can get back to their normal lives. Now we have Chulin's ability, which works kind of like Revali's Gale. Although in order to use it, you have to be outside of the village. Let's see if I can get far enough to show you all. It's probably good. Or maybe not. This qualifies as the village for some reason. We just gotta wait till we get out. On my first time doing this in Tears of the Kingdom, I didn't know how I activated his ability until I realized you have to be outside of the village in order for it to work. This still counts as inside. Well, actually, they don't let you do it at the stables, although this isn't a stable anymore. How far do I have to run for this? That's what I want to know. Oh, here we go. As you can see, Chulin's avatar is now here, which basically works how he normally would work. Well anyways, that's going to finish up this video, so please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Goodbye.